And yes, indeed, the Ottawa Race Weekend is this weekend. Volunteers are going to be out in full force. As a matter of fact, the Extra Mile crew is going to be out helping you. Let's say hello right now to Tony Machado. Hello, Tony.
Hey.
We also say hi to Bonnie Caminiti joining us.
It's
Team
great
captain,
to be here.
volunteer. Okay, so you're wearing green. I think that's evident. I didn't wear my green today. I feel kind of left out. Bonnie, tell us what the Extra Mile crew does.
So we're a group of 40 volunteer runners who are on course for the half marathon and the marathon, and we're there to support the runners who may be struggling a little bit, or maybe they've hit a wall and they just need to have that cheerleader behind them saying, you've trained for this, you can do this, and giving them a little bit of extra energy to persevere through to the finish line.
Okay, how long has the Extra Mile crew been around for?
This is our third year.
Third year.
We're up to 70 volunteers.
Okay, so why did this start? Like, where did the brainchild come to begin with?
Ottawa Race Weekend noticed that there was a need for some people to be on course, to just be providing a little bit of additional support to make sure people remember what their goal was, remember that they trained for this.
Okay. Tony, how long have you been taking part in this?
This is my second year doing the Extra Mile crew, but I participated in one way, shape, or form with the Ottawa Race Weekend for the past 3 years.
There's a lot of people out there.
There is.
A lot of people to keep motivated.
Exactly,
Okay.
yeah. So we have 6 stations set up throughout the course for both the half marathoners and the marathoners. 3 for the half marathoners, and then 5 for the full marathoners, with 2 of them having a little bit of overlap between the 2.
Okay.
Specifically in the last 12-ish kilometers of the course.
Okay.
So we'll be there kind of assisting and providing whatever kind of little personal cheerleader help that you need to each of the runners. Yeah.
I want to ask you, so this is your second year doing it.
Right.
So how did your number one go for you?
Your number one?
Yeah.
Your number one was tough because I was silly enough to have run the marathon first.
Okay, that is silly.
And then volunteered, yes.
So you kind of ran 2 marathons in a way?
Almost.
In a way. I mean,
One and a
you
half.
ran a lot.
Yeah.
But how did you find the reaction was?
It was really good. Everyone's a little bit different when it comes to what they want from the Extra Mile crew. Some people, all they want is someone just beside them, either walking with them or running with them and not really saying a whole lot. Other people, they really do need that kind of support and that personal cheerleader to really give them that positive attitude and kind of push them through whatever mental barrier that they may be having in those last 5 to 8K of the race.
Okay, Bonnie, why the green? Is there a reason for green, or it just stands out?
Last year and the year before, we had orange Extra Mile shirts, so
Okay.
this is a change. So if you're a runner on course and we've worked with you in the past, don't look for the orange shirt anymore. Check out the green shirt. It makes it bright. It lets people see that we're on course.
Okay. You have tips for runners that are hitting the wall and not physically, just running into walls? I mean, they're actually feeling like they can't finish.
Yeah.
What are some of the tips that you could recommend to people?
I think the biggest tip to remind people is that you've trained for this, you're ready for this, you can do this. Your mind and your body might be telling you a different message, but you just remember, you can take some walk breaks. It's okay. You need to hydrate. You need to have some energy. Use those water stations, carry your water. The crowds on the side of the road are going to inspire and motivate you, and then we'll be there to pick up the extra slack.
And there's a lot of other strategies you can use to get over that mental barrier. And we try to kind of share that with runners that we kind of run alongside as well. Even if something as simple as, okay, for these next 3 kilometers, let's think of someone you want to devote this next kilometer to and use that as your motivation to get to the next kilometer marker. Or any other little things that you kind of want to talk about. Every runner's a little unique in finding what that trigger point is to get them talking and to get them distracted from whatever pain that they're experiencing. Kind of goes a long way.
Bonnie, have you managed to go across the finish line with somebody?
We usually try to stop before we get to the finish line because this is their race. It's about them. They've worked really hard, and it's really special for the runner to cross the race, especially if it's their first marathon, first half marathon. So we try to back away at the last couple of steps and really let them have that moment to themselves.
Okay, so Tony, I'm guessing, I mean, there's no space right now like the volunteers because the race weekend's pretty darn close.
Yeah.
So, but you're always looking for volunteers, people to jump on board?
Absolutely. If you go to the Run Ottawa website, there's a contact that you can send us an email and get signed up for next year. For this year, we are pretty full in terms of the volunteers, but we're always looking for people for next year.
Okay, so Bonnie, is this the only race that you participate in, as far as being a part of this club?
It's the only race weekend that we participate in, but new this year, we are supporting some runners on the 2K run Saturday afternoon. So the A-Link runners will have a few Extra Mile crew members with them to support them.
Of course, we had the A-Linkers on our show this week. Exceptional, a bunch of people, and it's very good that you're going to be there just coaching them along the way. You can do it. You can keep going. Bonnie, what's the best part about being on this crew?
Oh, wow. The best part is the human connection that we make with the other runners. We've been there. We're all runners on our team. We know what it feels like. It is really tough when you hit a wall and you think you can't go on, and it's really disappointing. But as the Extra Mile crew, when we can make that connection with somebody and help somebody persevere, that human connection for both the Extra Mile crew and the runner goes a long way.
So obviously, Tony, as you mentioned, you are a runner. You're not doing the race weekend this weekend?
Not this year. No, I think I learned my lesson last year, and I want to devote all my energy to the Extra Mile crew this year.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
How in shape do you need to be to sign up to be a part of this crew?
You definitely need to be able to run, I would say at a minimum, a half marathon type of distance. It wasn't uncommon for some of the Extra Mile crew last year to do over 30 kilometers of just going back and forth on these 3-kilometer kind of stretches.
Wow.
You're going right up until the cutoff, which is this 7 hours. So there's a lot of back and forth that's happening. So you need to be in decent enough shape on the cardio front.
I can imagine. With about 30 seconds left in the show, Bonnie, are there perks to being a part of this team? I mean, you get to go home with the green shirt, I imagine.
We get the green shirt. We look forward to this all year. It's the best weekend of the year in Ottawa, and so we encourage everybody to come and support us along the course and to cheer on the runners.
Awesome. Being a part of it is the perk.
Being a part of it is the perk.
And we'll be at the expo as well, too, for other